Hey, thanks for joining us today at Platinum Painting LLC. We're going to be doing a series of videos explaining to you some of the stucco repairs that I do, the liquid EPDM roof coatings, and then a series throughout as far as elastomeric roof coatings. All right. So just to give you heads up on this particular roof that we're doing, this is going to be a rolled EPDM roof coating system. And I just want to go over briefly, and again, there'll be some series that we'll go through so that you'll see and have an understanding of what we're doing. But I want to briefly go over stucco repairs on the actual pan, the repairs that we do, and give you a general idea of what separates us from a lot of the other companies that are out there. All right. So number one, typically on a lot of stucco repairs, or should I say houses that have parapet walls, they need stucco repair work. So what we do here is we don't do superficial repairs. We actually take the top of the parapets that are cracked out or usually have quite a bit of water damage or structural damage to where they've separated and so forth, and we physically take and either grind or beat that out till we get back to the original wire or whatever status that we need to where we have good adhesion from the existing stucco. Then we physically use actual stucco and we go back in and re-stucco it. Put the sand finish back on it, and then what we typically do, both elastomeric roof coats and the EPDM roof coating, is we'll come in and we'll put a cloth material down. So for an example, we have a material here that's a cloth, okay? So we'll put the cloth down and then we'll sandwich that in a elastomeric cement. So what that does is that's going to take and help as far as future cracking, because when you got the cloth there, now you've got something that's not brittle like the concrete. You've actually got a physical cloth that's on there that'll help as far as future cracking and so forth to not have that. Again, there is no guarantee against cracking or structural cracks. You know, things move, things happen, water gets into places, so there is no absolute guarantee against that. We found that this system works very, very well, and especially when we use the liquid EPDM rubber, we have found that to be really a good system. Again, because that particular product doesn't shrink, doesn't yellow, doesn't crack, 100% waterproof. I can get into more detail about that specific product on other videos for you, but very, very good system. So we do that repair on that. We do the same repair when it comes down to the ground too. So we'll take cracks that are in here and we'll physically scrape them, prep them, and we'll put cloth down and we'll sandwich them in an elastomeric cement. So that's kind of a base of what we do. So again, to just kind of recap, we're going to actually do the stucco repairs and not just put band-aids over them. After we're done doing the stucco repairs, we put a cloth over them to protect them, whether it be in both products, elastomeric roof coating or the liquid rubber coating. Then we come on top of this and we'll roll it. We'll take and roll a coat of elastomeric roof coating over the top of this, and then we'll paint it. So that's a lot more production, you know, going on than most people do out there. The pan gets the same treatment of, gets a repair, it gets cloth, it gets the elastomeric cement, and then it gets a roof coat on there. So on this particular job, being that it's going to be in the rubber, you can see that we've got all the repairs where there was a lot of cracks, basically failure of the top coating. Some of the stuff you can see has cracks in it, and that's basically where the top coating has failed, and then you have the oil and the tar so forth that is cracked through because of the sun dries out all the oils. So what we do is we come in and we physically scrape that, do the prep as needed, whatever it takes, and then we put an oil-based primer over that. So we don't do an elastomeric over the top of any oil-based surface. So if it has roof tar paper or the rolled asphalt, we put an oil-based primer because the oil-based primer is what sticks to oil. A lot of guys just take and use the elastomeric coatings and that doesn't stick, and that's typically why you have failures, because you've got a latex product over, you know, tar paper, which it doesn't have adhesion. So we take and prep them, oil base, okay, then we take and we'll roll out 2 full coats of product when it comes to the elastomeric. When it's the EPDM, it's 20 mils thick, it's self-leveling, and it's 1 full coat. So that particular product is a different application, but it does get rolled on here. There is certain applications where it gets sprayed, but everything inevitably gets rolled afterwards. And just so you don't have any confusion, again, we do the patch with that elastomeric cement, but again, that there was also sealed with an oil base if there was any type of tar surface or whatever shown, as far as again, the rolled asphalt or the fiber paper that's tar. That always gets an oil base primer first before repairs go on, just for adhesion purposes. Now the top of the parapets, obviously we don't have any type of adhesion issues, so that'll get you know, the elastomeric primers or the PPG primers on there, whatever needs be, because if there's bare stucco, you always got to prime the bare stucco patches. All right, so I just want to give you some brief information. Again, I'm going to be doing a series of videos to try to explain more of this stuff for you, so that you have an idea of, you know, what's going on out there on getting these roofs done. All right, I appreciate you taking the time and hope to see you soon. And again, if you have any comments, please go ahead and feel free to make those comments. I'll answer them. I'll do a video and answer those comments. And please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, folks.